All of Toronto, perhaps all of Canada, are abuzz at the prospect of this international friendly. The Canadian women's national team taking on their United States counterparts at BMO Field here in Toronto, where they have been talking about the 3 R's, Julie. The rivalry, the rematch, and revenge. Those wounds still very open from 10 months ago in that Olympic semi-final.
Still very raw. Yeah. Everywhere you go around Toronto, they're talking about it. They're talking about the referee. Canada thinks that was a game that was stolen from them, and they're right to go on and march for the gold medal in the Olympics. So this is a chance to make the wrong right. And you can see it in their eyes. Every time the Canadians talk about it, there is fire and passion to take on the United States again. And whenever these two countries meet, you have to talk about two of the leading scorers in the history of the international women's game, both of them chasing Mia Hamm's record, Julie. Yeah, Abby just 3 goals short of Mia Hamm, and a record I honestly did not think would be broken when Abby broke her leg back in 2008. And then Sinclair, when you look at her only 10 goals behind Abby, she's done it without the supporting cast that Mia and Abby had around them. So that is tremendous, and her 195 games to be at almost 150 goals. And Abby Wambach trying to get a goal on her birthday as well. This is a game that sold out in a little over an hour. Capacity crowd here at BMO Field to see the rematch 10 months on between Canada and the United States. Should be a great one. Hope you could join us. 4:30 Eastern is the time over on ESPN News.
And Adrian, that's right after we finish up here with the USA and Germany. And a reminder, Tuesday, June 11th, it's a doubleheader on ESPN of World Cup qualifying in CONCACAF. Mexico against Costa Rica, and then we'll be hosting that match from Seattle, and then swing right into, from Seattle, the United States and Panama at 10 o'clock Eastern time. What is unfolding here in the nation's capital with the scoreline going around the world at the break? USA 2, Germany none. Casey Keller, Alexi Lalas-Bobley. The last time the United States led a top 5 FIFA-ranked team 2-0 at halftime. Confederations Cup Final 2009, 2-0 lead on Brazil, of course. It was in Brazil. Brazil awoken, won the game 3-2. But what you brought out before about out-Germaning the Germans. Precision, technical precision, a vision of what they want to do, and having Bradley back in the middle certainly seemed to calm things down.
Yeah, the additional personnel and quality personnel of Bradley coming in is good. But I think the ability to dictate what the opponent does with your tactics, that's what I mean by proactive, and that's good to see. From the very first whistle, the ability to push up, let them play to the goalkeeper, and then if they want to keep going right down and trying to play on the back, fine. But that was opportunities that they gained, and that's why they were winning 2-0. And then they started to pull back a little bit, which is okay. You're up 2-0. As far as Josie Altidore is concerned, I love the fact that he scored the goal, but I like it even more that he's being involved. He's showing, he's holding the ball, he's playing simple, and he's involved in the game constantly.
I was a little bit surprised by Germany early on. I mean, the U.S. got it perfectly right. Go press them, make them uncomfortable. This is a young German team. You have to, and because of that, they fell into the trap. If it's not on for you to play it out of the back, then you got to play it long and you got to be safe. U.S. took advantage. I don't think that'll happen in the second half.
No, we saw the sparks, the suggestions, those moments when the Germans had their opportunities, unable to capitalize. And of course, the atrocious own goal for Germany as well. It's 2-0. We've got the halftime highlights in just a moment. Here in the nation's capital, 22nd time the U.S. men's national team has played at RFK Stadium. They come in all colors and coiffs to watch their team, and their team right now, the United States team, leading Germany 2-0. Graham Zusi got the assist. Josie Altidore, first goal in the run of play for the USA since June of 2011, and he had 31 goals for his Dutch side this year. World-class first touch goal there.
And the way he just pulled off the defender here, Graham Zusi picking him out. Oh, nice and wide, doesn't think about it. Very smooth. That's what you want to see from Josie.
Casey, what the devil happened here?
Well, this is part of one of those situations where as a team, you have to understand where the pressure's at and that you can't do necessarily what you want to do. As a goalkeeper, it starts with your goal kick. You see everybody marked, clear the ball up the field.
It was one of those nightmarish slow motion, I can't get to it in time.
Yeah, look, it happens to all of us. You play enough games, you're going to make a big mistake, but not exactly what the kid wanted to do in one of his first games for Germany to really try to impress. It's I hate to see a fellow goalkeeper go through that kind of stuff, but
it cost him a spot in
well,
Brazil,
but when you are in charge, when the ball is in your hand, you have the goal kick. You need to be experienced enough to say to your defenders, you know what, guys, you're marked. Step up. I'm going to hit this long, and we're going to get in behind it and win the second ball.
We talked about the puzzle of Josie Altidore, so good in the Dutch First Division, struggling to score for the U.S. Maybe that puzzle has that last piece put into place today, engaged from the get.
Yeah, when we saw Josie start out this game, it wasn't that Josie wasn't scoring. He wasn't even showing up in opportunities to score. And right from the beginning of this game, from the first whistle, Josie looked to be involved. You check it out. Just a couple of minutes in. Nice ball over the top. He gets a touch. Okay, not a great shot, but he's dangerous. Now the German defenders are worried about it. Corner kicks, set pieces, absolutely no problem. Get his head on the ball. And then obviously the goal that we all talk about, but look how cool he is. Up against Mertesacker, he goes to the near post. Mertesacker bites. Josie pulls off him. He's very excited, as he should be. Relieved. Great for the U.S.
A lot of scrutiny internally for him from the coaching staff, from pressure. Taylor talked about, and he would know as a forward, the weight falling off his shoulders. But this has been an ongoing thing, and maybe that's the moment where the worm is turned.
Well, you would think so. I mean, strikers gain in confidence when they score goals. But, Josie scored lots of goals this year. He just needs to consistently do it for the national team. And also at the same time, be that person that holds the ball up. Be a person that helps other people into the game, and that will get you more into the game. And he has shown that today.
Active every facet of the game, off the ball. And, of course, Brad Evans getting it done at right back in his start, as Jurgen says, throwing his players into the cold water. Well, so far, they're more than treading water against the Germans.